I always get this question when we do these talks about like how do I approach failure. And the first time I was asked it, like 6 years ago, I kind of went silent and paused, and I was thinking of like what failures did we have? Like I had to really think about it, and then I realized like, oh yeah, we had things that could be maybe considered failure, like product launches that didn't do as well as others, but in the moment doing them, they honestly just felt like tests and iterations, because everything's going to perform differently. And so you could label something that does like, okay, we launched this product, it did 50% of the revenue or 10% of the revenue of our last launch. Is that a failure, or is it just feedback that didn't work? And to me, the feedback was so much more important than even the revenue that could be generated from our successes. Because finding out what doesn't work is part of finding out what works. And all of the so-called failures are actually just like feedback, tests, and opportunities to iterate and refine your process. And so it's like, I heard this sort of anecdote about Chris Rock, the comedian, going to these little stand-up shows, and he'd go up literally with like sheets of paper, his new material written out, and he'd be reading off of it and seeing how it landed, and like crossing things out that didn't land. He'd just be bombing. But it's Chris Rock, so everybody's like, okay, this is kind of cool anyway. But he'd just go out and bomb until he didn't anymore. He's got his best stuff. And he did that through failing a whole bunch of times, figuring out what didn't work. And next thing you know, you got a Netflix special. And it's like pristine all the way through. So again, I like the word failure doesn't really represent what we're talking about, but failure is a part of the process of success. Fundamentally, it's a necessary part of the process.
Hey, it's Taylor. I hope you enjoyed today's talk. And if you did, the best thing to do right now while it's fresh in your mind is head over to deepgame.com and join us in our free masterclass, where you'll learn all of the fundamental principles of the part of basketball that's played with the mind. We've had players call this the best hour of basketball learning of their lives, and it's completely free right now. So head over to deepgame.com, join us. Once again, it's totally free, and I will see you there.